proud of myself today.
I'm so proud of myself. You know why?
All right, y'all. Back with Star Trek. Reading a few comments. I've been pronouncing O'Hara's name wrong. I've been saying O'Hara. It's Uhura. See, now I'm confusing myself. Uhura. That's why I say Nyota. It's so much easier. Nyota is easier than Lieutenant Uhura. I mean, I guess it's not too hard. I just got to get used to it. I'm going to just call her Aura. Lieutenant Aura. Because that's what she gives off. She gives off a lot of aura. And I didn't want to make this a big race thing, but shouts out to her for being the black lady to hold the show down. We made our step into Star Trek. Shouts out Nyota. She held it down for the sisters and the brothers. And she did an amazing job, man. Nyota, she's low-key one of my secret favorite characters, She doesn't really have that much screen time as much as Spock, I would say. That's why Spock grows on me so much. I see him a lot. His acting is super great. He keep it real all the time. It's just something about Spock's energy that I just cannot get away from. It attracts me to him. Like, hey, dude, this dude Spock is real. And then it gotta be Kirk. So I gotta put them two. Those are two top-notch characters. Scotty's a low-key sleeper character too. I wouldn't even say sleeper, but he flies under the radar as a great character. Dang, man, all these characters are good. I can't even all of them good. Sulu, he plays a great part. He did his thing in the last episode. He's playing the Three Musketeers. See, I was right. It was a Three Musketeers reference. Reading the comments, I figured that out. I knew it was something to a movie because how he was acting it out, but I just didn't know what, So apparently Sulu got twisted and turned into a Three Musketeer. Golly. We don't need alcohol on SS Enterprise. Keep the alcohol off of SS Enterprise. It might take the ship down. But another thing I learned about Star Trek, the business. What did he say? I can't remember it verbatim. The business is a risk. That's what Star Trek is. It's a risky business. Everything's a risk. We go into these planets. We don't know what the hell's down there. We have no clue. That's why we're going down and risking our lives to find out, trying to find new places for human races, branch off. And so it's hard out there up in the galaxy, y'all. We can't understand. We're down there on Earth. That's why Joy was tripping out. Why are we up here? What are we doing? We're ruining places. We should be down on Earth. Joey, calm down, man. It's going to be all right. If we're not up here exploring, somebody else is going to do it. It's better as Captain Kirk and Spock other than Mr. Video and Miss TV. The world will be doomed. So, no, I'm just playing. But let's get into this next episode of Star Trek, y'all. You're on YouTube, you made it this far, you might as well like the video. I mean, it helps a brother out. Subscribe to the channel as well. You're on Patreon, what's going on with you? Other than that, let's go, guys. Let's get it. Oh, and one more thing about where I was going. See, I got ADHD, so my brain, it branches off into other directions so fast I almost forget the point that I was trying to get to. What about the Lieutenant Nyota? Apparently Nyota got a comment. It was Martin Luther King that I guess he told Nyota that she should stay on Star Trek. This is big for... I can't explain it verbatim. I don't want to screw it up, but just know Martin Luther King shouted Lieutenant out. I might put in the comments, y'all, and really explain that to me, but it's something in those lines, That's dope. MLK? that's another subject. Let's get into Star Trek. Let's go.
I should make a good specimen. At night, it gets down to 120 degrees below zero.
Golly! And what the heck type of dog does Sulu got? A Unipuppy?
What happened?
Cut off that bank, sir.
Get back to the ship. Report to the sick bay.
I don't like him reporting back to the ship with all this crap on him. Transporter acting up.
What happened? I took a flop. Onto what?
Scotty said.
Magnetic. Decontaminate that uniform.
Got something magnetic on him.
Just one moment, Captain.
Yeah, the transporter tripping right now, Captain. 1 second.
Checks out okay now. All right, Captain. Locked onto you.
Dude, this is the longest beam up ever. The Cap got a headache.
Nothing serious. Don't leave the transporter room unattended. We'll be right back.
What the heck? Gosh, man. You know, sometimes I watch this show and I think that I'm intoxicated. What just happened? You know, I've been traveling these planets with them. Maybe I contacted something that got me tripping right now. I just seen two Caps. That second one looked like he was about to be on bull crap. He's looking around like, yeah. He's about to be unhinged. I could smell it. The enemy within.
Unknown to any of us during this time, a duplicate of me had been created by the transporter malfunction.
Cap's alter ego out here on the loose. Uh-oh. He need to be tamed. Captain keeps him tamed.
Are you all right, sir? Can I give you a hand, sir? Captain?
Section 3 officers, please check the uniform.
Captain, hi.
Ship's manifest, sir. I think they're in order now.
Thank you, Helen.
I've checked
That's
it.
all.
This captain seem all chill and...
Back to duty status, Fisher. I have no sympathy for clumsiness.
I feel like this is Fisher's fault. Whatever happened to Cap.
Give me the brandy!
Get Cap the brandy now. McCoy looking like, what the hell? Oh, no. Dennis, I'm apologizing for whatever's about to happen. I don't know what's about to happen, but this is not Cap. And he's off of brandy, too. No, he came out of his shirt. Oh, crap. See, it confused me. I thought that was the Cap with the brandy. I thought he came out of his shirt in Janice's room. Wait, ready.
Is there something I can do for you, Captain?
Like what?
Good doctor said that you were acting like a wild man.
A good doctor's been putting you on again.
Well, in that case, if you'll excuse the intrusion, Captain.
I'll tell him you were properly annoyed.
Okay, so this captain is cool. He's more like the regular captain, you know, that we know. The other one's tripping.
Down, sir. Continue circuit testing. Now look for yourself. It's in this specimen case.
Duplicate animal.
Yes. A few seconds after they sent this one up through the transporter, that duplicate appeared. One gentle, this. One mean and fierce. Some kind of savage, ferocious opposite.
Explains Cap.
If this should happen to a man.
It happened to Cap, Scott. Scott don't know yet because he left the room when it happened.
Starting me.
You're too beautiful to ignore. We've both been pretending too long. Stop pretending.
Oh, whoa, shoot, I felt like I just got grabbed.
Come here, James.
minutes.
Just a minute.
Dog, Cap, this ain't cool. She scratched him.
Mr. Spock! Go, Mr. Spock!
12, section.
Oh, bro, dude, this Cap is wilding out.
Captain, Dr. McCoy reports that you demanded this brandy in sickbay and left with it.
Let's find out what's going on.
Dude, Janet's probably so confused right now. You gotta love the performance Cap's giving, though, with these multiple roles. He's killing it.
That he was the captain. And he could order me. When you mentioned the feelings we've been hiding, and you started talking about us.
Us?
Cap said us. That wasn't me.
He is the captain. Started hurting me. I had to fight you, scratch your face.
Look at me. Look at my face.
No scratch.
Are there any scratches? I was in my room.
Fisher saw you too.
Fishes.
But Fisher got his head pounded in.
It wasn't me.
It was you, sir.
Speaking of Fisher, he probably got a slight concussion.
Do you know what you're saying?
Yes. I know what I'm saying.
Back to that bed, Bucko. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, good. He got to lay down. Cap hit hard.
There's only one logical answer.
Man of
We have an
logic.
imposter aboard.
We have an imposter. They Spock used logic so quick. He just be, it's only one answer. He quick to it.
Due to the malfunction of the ship's transporter, an unexplained duplicate of myself definitely exists. Does the transporter work at all?
Yes, sir. But we don't dare bring up the landing party. It might be duplicated like this animal.
That wouldn't be good.
Just can't leave those 4 men down there. It's getting dark, they'll die. The surface temperature of that planet goes down to 120 degrees below zero at night.
Oh, they'll die for sure.
About your double, Captain.
Yes, yes.
Can't take a chance on killing it. We have no previous experience, no way of knowing what would happen to you.
The men are to be armed, but the phaser locked on setting number 1. If the men are forced to fire, he can't be killed.
The search parties are to capture you.
Tell them
Watch the scratch on his face. Search for the scratch.
Tell them what happened. It's a good crew. They deserve to know.
You haven't the right to be vulnerable in the eyes of the crew. You can't afford the luxury of being anything less than perfect.
Yes, I do know that, Mr. Spock. What I don't know is why I forgot that just now.
Because he doesn't have his other side in him. It's no balance. He's just all nice guy, you know?
Mr. Spock, if you see me slipping again, ought to tell me.
Understood, Captain.
Yeah, Cap need his other side. It balances him out. My guess. This is my guess.
I have lost my strength of will. This is the captain speaking. There's an imposter aboard the ship. The imposter may be identified by scratches on his face.
I called it. I called it.
Section chiefs assigned personnel to the search.
About the phaser weapons. To be set for stunning force and lock.
Oh, yes, yes. All hand phasers must be set on base cycle. The imposter is not to be injured. The imposter is not to be injured.
He wilding now. I'm Captain Kirk, not you.
Captain Kirk! I'm Captain Kirk!
Yeah, look in the mirror and say, I'm Captain Kirk 3 times, and you'll turn into the real Captain Kirk, Captain Kirk. Using makeup to cover the scratches up. Crap. Search party gonna be confused. Who do we shoot?
Wilson. Sir?
Give me your phaser. How you been?
Fine, sir.
Wilson!
How's it going down there, Mr. Zulu?
It's already 20 degrees below zero.
Thermal heaters were transported down. They duplicated. They won't operate.
Transporter technician Wilson found injured near the captain's cabin. Called him by name, took his hand phaser.
Acknowledged. Continue the search. Apparently, this double, however different in temperament, has your knowledge of the ship. This being the case, perhaps we can outguess him by determining his next move.
Chess game.
Knowing how the ship is laid out, where would you go to elude a mass search?
The lower levels. The engineering deck.
Checkmate. Let's do this, man. We got to use the chess concept in real life, man. And sometimes you have to. Good to have Spock next to you when you need that.
Set and locked on base cycle to stun, not to kill. What about your phaser, Captain?
Captain pulled that phaser out a little slow. I'm so used to him drawing in under 0.2 seconds.
I don't want anyone else to see thee.
There you go. This Cap turned into Spider-Man. Behind you, Cap. That'd be trippy. Walking up on yourself, looking yourself in the eyes, pointing a weapon at yourself.
You can't hurt me. Don't you understand? I'm part of you. I don't need you.
Falcon nerve pinch, buddy. Nobody comes back from that.
He'll be regaining consciousness soon and not knowing what his physical state is. I don't think I dare give him a tranquilizer in a kind. I think we better bind him.
Judging from my observations, Captain, you're rapidly losing the power of decision. We have here an unusual opportunity to appraise the human mind, or to examine, in Earth terms, the roles of good and evil in a man.
Evil and good.
And what is it that makes one man an exceptional leader? We see here indications that it is his negative side which makes him strong.
Yeah.
That his evil side, if you will, properly controlled and disciplined, vital to his strength.
I said that. They need each other.
Removed from you, the power of command begins to elude you.
You have your intellect, Jim. You can fight with that.
For how long?
If I seem insensitive to what you're going through, Captain, understand.
It's just logic.
It's the way I am.
Yeah.
Kirk here.
Mr. Scott, sir, on the lower level of the engineering deck. The main circuits have been burned through. The abort control circuit is gone altogether.
So what do we do, Scott? What do we do?
Temperature still.
Oh my gosh, they down there
41
freezing.
degrees below zero.
41 degrees below zero is out of control.
Might be able to find a long rope somewhere and lower us down a pot of hot coffee.
I'll see what we can do.
Rice wine will do if you're short on coffee.
Engineering deck. Kirk here.
Scott here, Captain.
Status report.
The transporter unit ionizer. Nothing much left of it, sir. We can't repair it in less than a week.
Gosh. Dude, no way. We can't lose Sulu.
Transporter still inoperable. My negative self is under restraint in sick bay. Surface temperature is 75 degrees below zero.
Oh my. How are they surviving 75 degrees below zero? 20 below zero is... Good way to improvise, Sulu.
I think we ought to give room service another call.
Hotline direct to the captain. Are we that far gone?
Gave everybody the afternoon off. I'm watching the store.
Any possibility of getting us back aboard before the skiing season opens down here?
Seems like that's gonna be soon.
Survival procedures, Mr. Sulu.
Per your training program, Mr. Spock.
What's happening, McCoy?
What happened?
Apparently, the body functioning weakened during the duplication process.
How can he die? How can I survive without him?
I don't know, Jim.
McCoy has the hardest doctor job ever in the galaxy, in the world, and everywhere, because he deals with stuff that nobody encounters. We never know what we're dealing with.
You don't have to be afraid. I won't let go. Hold on.
Jim, he is back.
You can use that brandy now. In fact, I'll join you.
I have to take him back. He's like an animal. A thoughtless, brutal animal. We all have our darker side. We need it. A lot of what he is makes you the man you are.
Facts.
God forbid I should have to agree with Spock, but he was right. Without the negative side, you wouldn't be the captain. You couldn't be.
Captain Kirk,
Which one?
Kirk here.
we think we may have found an answer.
What? This is good news.
What is it?
We found a way to get the transporter working.
I suggest we send the animal through.
Bark for shot. Let's do it. Got it easy. Get it. Yeah, if Captain had his other side, he would have picked that puppy up himself and put it in the transporter.
If this doesn't work, I don't know what will.
How do we know if it worked?
Reverse.
Oh, they reverse it. It worked?
He's dead, Jim.
Oh my goodness. Well, we can't risk that. Can't risk Cap going in there.
Captain Kirk retains command of this vessel, but his force of will rapidly fading. Condition of landing party critical. Transporter unit still under repair.
You know, you almost forget about the landing party. There's so much going on with Cap. The landing party's down there about to die.
Animal could have died of some kind of shock.
For once, I agree with you, Doctor.
I said could have, Mr. Spock. No, until we get a full post-mortem.
It was split into two halves and suddenly thrust back together again. Thus shock. Induced by blind terror. It couldn't understand. You have your intelligence controlling your fear.
So what he's saying, Cap can do it, the dog couldn't do it because it's an animal?
Do an autopsy and let Spock check out the transporter circuits again.
Your men on the planet's surface. How much time do they have left?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right, the man. Jim, you can't risk your life on a theory.
Being split in two halves is no theory with me, Doctor. I have a human half, you see, as well as an alien half, submerged, constantly at war with each other. Personal experience, Doctor. I survive it because my intelligence wins out over both, makes them live together. Your intelligence would enable you to survive as well.
I like how Spock just, you know, described himself. Kind of made me get a better understanding of him, in a way.
Make the decision.
Cap, you make the decision.
Relinquishing your command, Captain.
No, I'm not. Mr. Spock, ready the transporter room. Continue the autopsy.
Yeah, Cap desperately needs his negative side. I mean, I like the good Captain, the compassionate Cap, but I need that spunk back into him. That, hey, hurry up. This is what needs to go down. It needs to go down right now. I love you guys.
Captain Kirk, I have a tie-in with Sulu now.
Oh my goodness, they're freezing.
170 below.
They should be dead. 117 below. How's the dang on phone working? Man.
Can't see the code penetrating communicator.
Mr. Sulu. Mr. Sulu.
You're going to have to go off that theory, Cap. You're going to have to take that chance, man.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Go through the transporter, both of us. There's nothing I can do to stop you.
It's what I have to do.
I won't fight you anymore. I'll be glad when this is over.
He's growing weaker without his other side. Oh, he was lying. Hey! Hey! Kirk! Kirk, get your hands off Captain! It's confusing.
Captain,
Yeoman, I owe you an explanation.
No.
Yes, I do. The animal part of me came to your cabin. I'd like the chance to explain it to you. You don't mind if I come to your cabin later?
No, sir.
Oh, no. He's back on the loose.
Prepare to leave order, Mr. Farrell.
Captain!
I gave you an order, Mr. Farrell.
But what?
Spock go, no. He gonna be like, hey, where this confidence come from?
But I thought we planned. I've changed my mind. Go back to your station, Mr. Spock.
Yeah, buddy. The gig is up.
He's the imposter.
No!
McCoy, he's fooled you. You know what that is?
Mr. Spock, which one? What do we do?
Spock would know. Spock would know for sure. He the best chess player in the world. Can't fool him.
I'm the captain. Remember the scratches? Look how he's tried to hide them. He wants you to think that he's Captain Kirk.
You too confident, buddy.
You know who I am.
Get him! Get him! Whoop that trick! Get him! Whoop that!
Yes, I know. You want to kill me, don't you?
We don't want to do that.
Grab him! He'll destroy the ship! I'm the captain!
He pulled the phaser out.
Can half a man live? He'll die, and we'll both die. Don't make me... I want to go back. I want to live! I want to live!
Cap's good side has to calm his bad side down and hug himself. This is all crazy stuff, man.
Mr. Spock, if this doesn't work...
Understood, Captain.
No other man to take the job. But it's going to work, Cap, so don't talk like that.
Mr. Spock?
McCoy looking like, hey, did you watch what you pushing?
Ready.
1 second, 1 second, Bones. Spot, come on, dude. Enough anticipation here. Cap.
Get those men aboard fast.
He back, baby!
Right away, Captain.
He back, baby! Yeah! Get my boys on board and get them, just throw them in the oven for a little bit.
Exposure, frostbite, but I think they'll make it.
I've seen a part of myself no man should ever see.
All sections report ready, sir. Good.
Thank you, Mr. Spock, from both of us.
No, for the world, for the galaxy.
Pass that on to the crew, sir.
The imposter's back where he belongs. Let's forget him.
He talking about himself.
Captain?
Just like to say that, well, sir, what I'd like to say is that...
Thank you, Yeoman.
The imposter had some interesting qualities, wouldn't you say, Hillman?
What you saying, Spock? Spock, what you saying? Janice liked it.
Navigator, set in course correction. Helmsman, steady as you go.
Steady as she goes, baby. Yerman, Rand, Janice. Yeah. You know, girls like to be handled like that, aggressively and tossed around and, you know, give me that thing. Get up off of that thing. You know, that girls like to be handled like that. So maybe Janice did get a little bit aroused. She got to kiss Captain. She's not going to forget that. You know, Captain going to throw that into the back of the log. Hey, Captain's log. Give me that one. Pull that. Pull that. Toss it to the side. You know, that didn't happen. But Janice she might bring it up later down the road. Captain, remember you split in two and you came to my room and you got out. That's enough. That's enough. I did not expect to enjoy this show so much, man. I'm just completely engaged. I'm going into the next episode. Guy, come to Patreon. When I say this, I'm getting to the next episode. The next episode will be on Patreon already before it comes out on YouTube. I try to keep at least an episode or two ahead on Patreon before it hits YouTube. So let's get into the next episode.